Hi guys and girls, and welcome back to the 10 tips to learn words in any foreign language series. Tip number 8, break down words into component parts. It was once believed that atoms were the smallest units of matter, that it was impossible to divide them further. But it actually turned out that atoms are made of smaller parts. And words, in a way, are like atoms. Apparently, they look like indivisible parts of a language, but in reality, and especially for longer words, they are actually made of simpler parts. And let me show you how this is so important when it comes to remembering words. For example, in Hungarian, the name for Italy, my country, is Olaszország. But if you look at other country names, for example, Estonia, Észtország, or the Czech Republic, Csehország, you will quickly realize that there's an underlying pattern there. That is something, which is actually the nationality, plus country, ország, which is the word for country in Hungarian. And by figuring out that pattern, this in turn will help you figure out other names and remember them better, other names of countries. And this goes for a lot of other words and across a wide spectrum of languages, of course. Let's consider another example. In German, you have very infamous long words. Now, for these words, it is not only difficult to remember them, but also to pronounce them because they're extremely long. Well, if you break them down into smaller units, also visually, it will definitely help you remember them better. An example of that is the word Rechtsschutzversicherungsgesellschaften, which looks and sounds pretty daunting, but which means insurance companies providing legal protection. But if you actually break it down into its simple components, it looks much easier because you have Recht, that means legal, Schutz, which means protection, Versicherung, which means insurance, and then Gesellschaften, which means companies. So remember, when you stumble upon words, to learn to visually break them down into smaller units. It's really helpful both for remembering, storing that word into your long-term memory, and pronouncing the words themselves. If you want to know more, once again, click on the link below where you will find the article about the specific tip and all the other tips, and subscribe if you haven't done so. Drop comments, more comments about other examples or whatever you want, and on top of that, if you share this video, that would be fantastic. Once again, thanks for watching, and see you in tip number 9.